horror hounds! Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see with me, I have Erin Lee, the mistress of horror, sci-fi, and fantasy. Well, that's the name we're going with now. I don't have anything else. That's all I could think of on short notice. But today we are going to be reviewing, thanks to Mina. Mina picked a video.
This is all me.
This film right here, Monster Dog. Oh yeah, Monster Dog. Look at that. Look at this. The old VHS from Trance World Entertainment.
Clamshell.
This is a clamshell. I mean, this is real old school here, folks. I've had this movie sitting on my shelf probably for 30 years. And Mina was walking around just sniffing, and I said, hey, what about this one? I said, you know, you got something there, little pup. We're gonna do it. All right, so the back of the box here. Let's see what we're... Alice Cooper, well known for his electrifying stage performances and his innovative use of makeup before other rockers followed suit, plays the lead role of Lou. The lead's... Lou?
Lou? Was Lou?
Who the hell's Lou?
I don't know. Why the heck is the box wrong?
My gosh. Can you believe this?
That's bad when the box is wrong.
I wonder if they watched the movie. That's interesting. So, let's... Monster Dog is a 1986 Spanish horror film directed by Claudio Fragasso and stars rock star Alice Cooper and Victoria Vera. The film begins with Vince Raven, played by Alice Cooper, performing in a music video called Identity Crisis, followed by the group heading to Vince's childhood home to shoot another music video. Along the way, a local sheriff stops them and warns the group that a pack of wild dogs are terrorizing locals, even killing 5 people.
5? At the other roadblocks, they only mentioned 2 deaths.
Well, now there's 3 more to chalk up to them damn dogs.
Well, after talking to the sheriff, Vince hits a dog with his car, sadly.
Not on purpose.
Kills it with a rock to put it out of its misery. Runs into a monster dog. Is attacked by a gang of local werewolf hunters. And is eventually bit by the werewolf monster dog.
The film was directed by Claudio Fragasso, who also directed and co-directed Hell of the Living Dead in 1980, always a classic, Rat's Night of Terror in 1984, Zombie 3 in 1988, and Troll 2 in 1990, defining an interesting collection of sleaze and cheese.
Wow, that certainly is.
Because if nothing goes better together than sleaze and cheese, I can't think of what it would be.
Me neither. The film stars rock legend Alice Cooper, known for 70s music classics such as School's Out, No More Mr. Nice Guy, and his 1989 MTV comeback hit, Poison.
Poison.
Surprisingly, Cooper has also appeared in many films, such as Sextet in 1977.
Missed that one. Roadie in 1980.
Ooh, I think Meatloaf was in that. Not certain though.
John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness in 1987.
And Wayne's World way back in 1992.
Wayne's World.
Please don't ever do that again.
Party on, Garth.
Oh, Lord.
The movie also stars the sexy Spanish actress Victoria Vera, who was in the 1981 film Blackjack with Peter Cushing.
My husband prefers virgins. Yeah. That's true. In 1975.
And School of Death, a film about teen girls having their brains removed and then being forced into prostitution to please wealthy rich men. Yeah. Perhaps this was the inspiration for other notable wealthy, rich, powerful men here in the United States.
So Fragasso had Alice Cooper in there because he's an American musician and he's noted for his relation to horror and macabre imagery.
Sure.
And he spoke about the film in an interview with the Georgia Straight newspaper in 1986, stating that he wanted to do cheap and sleazy film.
Who doesn't, right? We all enjoy some of those cheap and sleazy films.
Well, they told him that it would never get released in movie houses.
Oh boy. Yeah, I read that at this time, Alice Cooper, was battling alcoholism and a cocaine addiction, and his record company had let him go. So he was just kind of floating around out there when all of a sudden they dangled a bunch of money in front of him and said, hey, why don't you be in this film? You'll be the star. He's like, okay.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, so he agreed to make this film, and he said, I just have 2 demands. Number 1, I need a cold...
Coca-Cola.
I need a supply of cold Coca-Cola, a VCR in my room, so that I can watch my old Western films, and a big bag of cocaine. Yeah! I'm just kidding, he didn't say that part. So. Wah, wah, wah. You suck! Don't get mad, I love Alice Cooper.
Well, unlike Alice's beautiful vision of this great movie, his co-star Victoria Vera said that the movie was wretched and unpleasant. But she had a great time with Alice. She thought he was fabulous and funny, and she really enjoyed him.
I wonder what else she liked about Alice Cooper. Despite websites such as the Internet Movie Database and other sources suggesting the film being released in Italy in December 1984, this film was never even submitted to the Italian rating board for a screening certificate. The film's earliest release was on home video in the United States on June 15, 1986, where it was distributed by Trans World Entertainment. That's this one right here.
That might be from 1986.
This is from 1986. This is the Trans World Entertainment release. This is the first time it was released. This is it, folks.
This is history right in his hands.
The film was released theatrically in Spain by Union Films S.A. on August 16, 1988. In Spain, it grossed a 2019 equivalent of 128,000 euros, which I think is equivalent to $5.
And at least 53,000, almost 53,000 and a half people went and saw it.
53,000 people went to... That's incredible when you really think about it. 53,000 Europeans or Spaniards sat in the movie theater and watched this film.
And boy, were they lucky.
Wouldn't you have loved to seen the reactions? 2 songs in the film performed by Alice Cooper remained unreleased until 1999, when they appeared on the box set The Life and Crimes of Alice Cooper. A 7-inch was released of the 2 songs in limited edition of 100 copies in 2012. So what are the pros? What do we like about this film?
I actually didn't think Alice Cooper was a horrible actor. I can't say as much for the rest of the cast. I don't think it was superbly well acted. I am not surprised that it got snubbed in the Oscars.
Wow. Yeah.
The thing is I had to watch it on a streaming service. I didn't get to watch it on this beautiful clamshell box here. So I don't know if what I saw may have been an edited version. There was like no profanity, which I thought was odd for this kind of a movie.
Sure.
And it wasn't overly graphic. So if you are squeamish and don't like a whole lot of gore and graphic, that would be a pro for you.
Okay, sure. I think this movie has a lot to offer for people with low expectations.
Definitely so. I was prompted by a phone call from the monster picker telling me to watch it, and he said that it is rated as one of the worst movies ever, and I thought, well, I gotta see it then.
That's a good selling point right there.
And I was disappointed because it was not the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some films that were worse, but, some of the things that this film has to offer are, the budget look-alike actors. like the Spanish Chris Christopherson.
Here's the
And
bullet.
Peter Boyle's slim twin brother.
Torn to pieces by
And
the dogs.
big man macho Mexicano as the sheriff.
But the dog
You never
don't
told
get
me Joel had a tan twin.
Yep, he does.
Way to go, big man. Okay, let's see.
That's funny that you mentioned that with look-alike people because
Oh, no.
I think the girl's name, her character's name might have been Angela, and I didn't Google it, but I thought she looked like one of the girls from Jaws too.
Oh, wow.
And oh shoot, I feel like there was another one that looked like somebody too. Oh, one of the dude friends. I thought he kind of looked like the co-star of American Werewolf in London.
Oh, yeah, I could see that, sure.
So I don't think that they are those people, but they did have a similarity. So that's a good point,
Yeah.
that they looked like bigger celebrities than they really were.
Yeah, this is how they saved some money, and they brought in these big budget lookalikes. Other positives include scenes of scary, hungry pups.
Scary, hungry pups are good. They're very cool. Yes.
A screaming girl in her panties, a creepy old dude, a zombie air attack, a shotgun blast to the chest, gunshot to the gut, a leg stabbing, a shotgun blast to the head, dog attack scenes, funny jokes like this.
Well, I guess you must be the werewolf sweetheart. Ain't that right?
And finally, a couple of great tunes sung by Alice Cooper. I like the music.
I actually thought that video was pretty good.
Yeah, the Identity Crisis.
Yeah, I liked that song.
I'm like, I can cruise around listening to this on the radio.
And even the mutt video within the movie. I thought they did a good job.
And even like the soundtrack, I forget the name of the band, but some of that stuff was good too. There was one with like, I don't know, like a robot type voice. And yeah, if there was a soundtrack available for this movie, I would buy it. If you have one, send it to me.
Are you kidding me? This movie sucks, big dog did. The death scenes are lame. The director should have let the dogs tear off the faces of the crew. Yeah! Where is the red stuff? There's no blood, no guts, no gore. This film is a stupid bore. I was waiting for the dog whisperer to come out and tell me I had been pranked. And what about the hot babes? There's no nudity. You've got this sexy girl crawling around in her panties, screaming, crying, begging, and the grandpa refuses to pull off her shirt and free those big hush puppies. Come on! Give me a break. And how about that scene with the chick in the little tight pink top with the perky diamonds screaming to be let loose? But no!
I'd like to sniff that.
Even poor old Alice Cooper was so bored with this abomination that he didn't even bother to bone one of the movie's hot babes. I mean, we're talking about a rock star here.
Oh man,
At
I'm
one
tired.
point, Alice gets so bored that he goes back to his dressing room and comes out in blackface. I thought, holy shit, what's next? Is Alice going to sing Al Jolson's big hit, Mammy? Stop wasting my time and stay away from my VCR.
Well, Monster Picker does have some good points there.
Well, he usually does.
Yeah, that's why it's his channel, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so that brings up, what are the cons? What are the things we didn't like about this film?
Well, on the flip side to it having no gore is the fact that it didn't have a lot of gore.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was really only one kind of transformation scene, and it was bad. It was so bad. I'm sorry, Alice. We love you as an entertainer, but your transformation, no.
And how crazy is it that, you know, all the voices in this film were dubbed. They have one English-speaking actor, Alice Cooper, and he was dubbed. That wasn't even his real voice.
I did not even know that.
How crazy, huh? So that's another.
Wow.
That's kind of like a pro and a con mixed in one. I kind of enjoyed that.
It would have to be sort of a pro then, because I did not realize it. I did notice that sometimes the mouth seemed to, but I just thought that was poor quality filming.
Sure.
That the audio track wasn't matching the mouth. I did not realize that all those people were being dubbed.
Yeah, how crazy, huh?
Wow.
You know, for these low-budget films, we expect a lot of the red stuff, and, you know, they hardly even show the monster wolf dog.
No, they did not, and the thing that I will never understand, I guess spoiler alert, is they made it seem like Alice Cooper's character was the head vampire bad guy.
Yeah.
But
Werewolf.
you see him...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I like vampires. You see him get bit at the end of the movie and then transform. So who the hell was the main bad guy?
It was the caretaker of his house. That guy.
That guy?
Yeah.
But I thought we saw
The one
him
that
get
was
killed.
warning them, too. Yeah, I know, right? He was the monster werewolf dog.
Okay.
Yeah, look, I had to pause.
I didn't realize that.
I had to pause, rewind, and, you know, do the slow motion thing to even see the monster werewolf dog. I kind of like the costume. It's really cheesy, but, you know, they don't show it enough. That part sucks. We don't get a good enough look at it. Okay. Another thing, the acting is bad.
Bad.
I mean, really bad. I mean, did they make this dialogue up as they went along?
I'm wondering if they even had a script and they just said, here, just pretend like you guys are wolves and you're afraid.
Talk about dogs and werewolves and, you know, rock videos, you know?
And to flip sort of back to the pro side, the storyline was actually kind of good.
Yeah.
It was just very poorly executed.
Yeah, I love werewolf films. You know, another negative thing about this film, a bad thing. I thought the attempt to do some political correctness back in the day failed miserably. However, it was a little funny when they're talking about the gay couple or like doing like little things like that.
You look like a couple of queers to me. Queers make my stomach turn.
And how about this stupid scene where the guys act tough and then go hide behind the women? Come on! I don't know. So overall rating, 1 to 5 skulls, 5 being the best. What do you give this film?
Oh, it's got to be a pretty solid 1.
Solid 1. Wow, that's pretty rough.
I guess if 1 is the worst ever, I'll give it a 1.5.
Wow. You know, I'm torn on this one. I do like Alice Cooper. This is a cult film for sure. You know,
You're not going to give it a bad rating.
I'm gonna give this one a 2. Yeah. Look, I was entertained.
I was actually entertained. A little bit later, and so he watched it. He's like, you watched that whole thing? I said, yeah. He's like, wow. I'm not sure I could have watched the whole thing.
You know, I mean, it wasn't without merit. The pacing was pretty good. Special effects weren't great. There was a lot left to be desired, certainly, but it held my interest. According to my late great monster movie mentor, Chas Ballin, I actually looked up his review. I wondered, what he had to say about this film. And he said...
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
This is the best, because, you see his reviews. He's got, a few lines about each film that he reviews. But then he gets to this one, Monster Dog, and he writes, this is classic Chas Ballin. Monster Dog, 1986, 88 minutes. Title tells all, with Alice Cooper. Fuck it. Look at that. Classic, right?
I think he might have liked it even less than we did.
Rest in peace, Chas. So, that's it. I don't know. What else can we say about this film?
Well, if you have dogs, there are a lot of scenes with barking dogs. And I have 3 dogs. And they barked and they howled and they barked and they howled whenever they heard the dogs
Wow.
going off. Yeah, wow, it was not fun.
Yeah, Meanie was like falling asleep on the bed watching it.
Well, he's a different kind of dog. Mine are crazy. So yeah, so if you've got dogs, they might bark.
Well, this might be a movie that interests you. You know, maybe you like bad films, or maybe you like werewolves and dogs. I don't know. This might be something worth checking out. Monster Dog. You might be a big Alice Cooper fan, and you've never seen this, and
then you should.
Yeah, then you should definitely watch it.
You should definitely watch it because he was entertaining.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not a terribly long movie. I think its running time was like 1:27.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It goes by fast. I didn't really look at my watch. I just watched the movie, and part of the fun was watching it and thinking, how much worse could this possibly be?
Yes.
And believe it or not, it could have been worse.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, something great. It's right now, March 2022. It's free on a streaming service on Tubi. So you can watch it on Tubi and check it out for free.
You do have to get through the ads.
Yeah, that part's
I think there
rough.
were probably about maybe 4 or 5 commercial breaks.
Thank you for doing this review with me.
My pleasure.
You know, everybody was asking about you, wondering when you were going to come back, and I'm glad you could do it.
Yep.
And thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like, hit subscribe, and ring some notification bells and stuff. And
Tell your friends about it.
That's it. Stay safe, horror hound fiends.
Oh my gosh, what's this? What's this? Oh. Who is this? Listen, Shamu, I think you're lost. The Miami Aquarium's about 30 minutes south of here. Okay? Thank you.
Listen, Monster Picker! We women are sick and tired of you treating us like pieces of meat!
Hey, Toots, put a cork in your blowhole, will ya? I'm not interested in what you're selling, okay?
I'm warning you! You start treating us women with respect, or else!
Take a hike. Or should I say, go take a swim.
You asked for it! Alice!
Oh, shit.
What did you say to my girlfriend?
Why don't you broads take your clam bake somewhere else? I've got movies to review. Huh? What's the big idea? Oh!
Hold your horses, you big zombie. I'm coming. Hey, wait a minute. What's this? Get him. Get him, girls.
In summary, Monster Dog is a great film about pups and their bond with man. If you have any pups at home, don't forget to pet them and please give them lots of treats. Thank you for watching my video and stay safe. Bye.